thing that I'm relieved about is the pain and suffering that people have experienced over the last, 82 days, will finally be over. And I am hoping, although I know the budget deficit is going to be large next year, I know my colleague, Mr. Valines, who's right next door, and I are very committed to begin working on next year's budget this fall. We know it's going to be bad, and so we need to get started. We weren't able to accomplish everything we wanted. This is not a budget to celebrate. What I am happy about, though, is that the cuts weren't deeper than had been proposed in previous versions of the budget. Well, I am hoping that the child care centers, the nursing homes, the hospitals, some facilities that had to close, employees that had to use their personal credit cards to buy supplies, individuals who were left in danger because they didn't have their home care workers. I am hoping that all of this will be reversed. And the only thing that I have to say to California, especially to anybody that was personally affected by this, is to accept my apology and my commitment that this will not happen again next year. Well, I think reform is absolutely needed, and I know everybody here knows the type of reform that I'm concerned about, and that's the 2/3 requirement to pass a budget. I think California needs to be like the rest of the United States, which has a simple majority, and I think there's a variety of other reforms that need to be done. I know that you are aware that throughout this process I've called for the establishment of a tax commission that would modernize the tax system in the state of California. We have a tax system that was set up at the beginning of the last century for an economy that doesn't even exist anymore, and that's something that we can begin to work on now. The governor was interested in doing that before, and I know Mr. Valines was interested in it, and so I'm hoping that I will have my colleagues across the aisle and in the other house and down in the governor's office, we will all be on the same page, ready to modernize California's tax system.